Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to load a Chinese 75 round AK-47 drum. This is actually a Romanian copy of the Chinese drum. It's hard to find some of the original Chinese ones unless you actually bought some of the early like Narinkos or Polytechs that came with it. But they're essentially about the same. I'm sure the Chinese ones are a little bit better quality, but they work essentially the same. There's really two different types of drums out there. This is the one that's the most common. There's another one that's got a little lever on it, and you push the lever over and load it one round at a time, and that's it's pretty tedious. And most people prefer these. You need to be careful if you're shooting these because you can burn out your barrel. I mean, AK barrels are pretty tough, but you need to, use some restraint. I wouldn't butt fire two of these through my gun. Let me put it that way. Anyway, some of you guys are familiar with these. They've got two clips on the back. You'll notice it sits in the gun. It's offset. It's angled slightly up. That's so you can sit in the prone position and not be quite so tall off the ground. You want to be close to the ground as possible. It's got this, but anyway, it's got two clips, and then it's got a little tightening lever back here. You pull the clips off, and you'll see this interesting arrangement of gears. You'll see the inside of mine. I greased it up. Some of these will come packed with Cosmoline. You want to clean some of it out, but it doesn't take much. You don't have to go crazy in there. I wouldn't recommend taking it apart by any means. I just keep mine pretty well lubricated. Trying to see. Okay, you get right in there. That follower right there, that's what pushes the last couple rounds up. So that's important. Alright, what you want to do is, before you do anything, push this down really hard. Make sure all the tension is off the spring. Otherwise, this thing's impossible to load. If you try, originally what you're going to do is close this up and turn this dial to crank it. And if you see, there's a lot of tension on there. If you try and crank it with trying to load ammo in it, you're gonna hurt yourself. So anyway, push this down hard. Get all the spring tension out of it. Okay, now what you want to do is push it in and turn the wheel. And turn it as far as it'll go. And you'll notice each time the follower drops down a level. It'll go to the second level, and you'll see it come back again. It'll be down to the third level. Right there. It should stop. Okay. That's what you want to do. Now it'll load correctly. If you don't do that, what'll happen is you'll load it all up with the ammunition. You'll close it. You'll turn the key, and you won't be able to put pressure on it. It doesn't work that way. You've got to push this in and release some of the tension off of it to get it to this position. Now once you're here, it's pretty easy to load. I just got some cheap Tula rounds. I don't really buy expensive ammo for an AK-47. And you'll see these little spots around the rim that hold one apiece. Okay, like that. And then move you in a little closer. You'll have each one of these little sections. They should hold on average 6 rounds. You'll see they've got little, get in closer here. See how it's got those grooves in them? So you fit 2 rounds in each section. And that's pretty much it. You'll do that all the way around. Now there's going to be some places like up here where the follower is. I've had a couple of these, and when I get to this point, you really can't put the whole 6 rounds in there. Generally, you're only going to fit 4. So it might just be this one I've got, but it's pretty hard to put 6 rounds in here. That one kind of fills up the bottom. I don't think you're supposed to. But anyway, you'll fit that in. And the rest of these, you fill up 6 rounds. And I'll show you what it's like when I get it full up here. There's no need for you guys to watch that. We'll be right back. Alrighty, when you get it all loaded up, it should look something like this. Fully loaded. Close that puppy up. Now you may have to fiddle with this just a little bit to get that thing to come in. This wheel back here has some teeth, and it lines up on this tab, on these T here. So you might have to fiddle with it. Just turn a little bit to get it to snap in. These two, and then you crank it to the right and start cranking, and it will gradually wind the spring, wind the spring, wind the spring. You'll see rounds start to come out here, and then they'll stop, and then you should be able to load it the rest of the way. Anyway, that's how to load a 75 round drum. You're gonna have to fiddle with it. Some of them you have to put spring tension on them and then load them, and some of them you don't, and each of them is a little bit different, but majority of them, that's how they work. You guys with washer with 1063s, this should fit right in. With some Wasser 10 models, some people have to file these teeth down or file down part of the rifle to get it to fit, but in general they work pretty well. You can kind of see the design, how the rounds work. As I said before, just be careful. They're fun to play with. They're awfully heavy, so I wouldn't be running around with it in any serious situation unless you had like an infantry support weapon like an RPK or RPD or something like that where you needed it. I can't really think of a practical purpose for this thing unless you're just holed up somewhere and you can't leave and you want all the firepower you can get. Well, you know, it doesn't get much better than this. But they're definitely a fun toy to play with. They just look badass. Everybody likes drum mags, so if you got an AK, there's a couple accessories I think you just gotta have, and I think bayonets, chest rigs, and this drum mag are just what you want. So anyway, guys, oh, another thing is if you get it fully loaded, you can open this up and push this button in the middle, and it will relieve all the tension, so you can keep it stored just like this, and then all you do is close it up and tighten it, so you don't have to keep it you know, empty. If you've got it and you need it to go, it'll be ready to rock. So anyway, that's it, guys. I'm gonna do a an AR mag, or AK, I'm sorry, mag review here in a couple days, so I'll post that up. See ya.